know what I'm trying to hear tonight? Sicko mode.
Sun is down, freezing cold. That's how we already know when it's here.
Oh my god.
I'll let you have it. Guess, please.
Right here.
There we go.
So dumb. Hi, I'm Kyle,
I'm Kaelahn.
and this is Incredibles 2.
Cue the super music.
No.
You're the surrogate. We live vicariously through you. Can I say this film is heroic?
This film is thick. But can I get another one of these? Everything you've been waiting for. 100%.
It's fun for the whole family.
Did you have that one right in front of you?
I know, but like I want to be ready. You know what I mean?
In this film, it takes place right after the events of the first Incredibles, which is dope because I hate continuity errors. You jump into, again, kind of people harassing heroes.
Super's on the spot, and every like comfort that they received before is kind of gone. Now they have to live like in the real world where people are like aware of their presence and everything like that.
Heroism.
Mm.
And,
It's like racism, but not as important.
People start getting enslaved into their phones, their screens, whatever it may be, and it's a problem for people.
So Bob Odenkirk's character comes in and he's like, he has a plan in order to like bring supers back to the world and make people remember why we needed them in the first place, essentially. And he's helped by his sister, who turns out to be evil, which if you didn't clock in the first 10
seconds, she's
like, wow,
late.
she just looks really emo, like really goth. Like, wow, this person
did.
is either going to be evil or just really sad.
And Mr. Incredible, he's got to be a stay-at-home dad, and that's tough because he's really jealous of his hot wife be doing awesome hero things because she got the first deal. Yeah.
And taking care of children, what a tough life.
It's tough.
Her, in all her thick glory, goes out trying to bring the supers back. She comes to realize that like all of it is kind of an act, and all of it is in order for the sister of like, if I knew the characters' names, this would be so much. Ms. Incredible finds out the truth and then has to enlist the help of her family to, you know, stop the bad guys and like that.
The kids have the real superhero moment at the end where they get to battle. They get rid of the screens from the screenslaver, and they save the cruise ship. Imagine if the Incredibles were teaming up with the Avengers.
But at the end of the day, like, in each film, I feel like the person who learns the biggest lesson is always Mr. Incredible. You know what I mean? Like, he has to like kind of shut down his pride in order to let his like wife succeed, like that.
The Avengables.
Sounds like a breakfast cereal.
Incredible. The problem I have, the like only problem, and like when I really first saw it, I was just like, the Incredibles are back. I don't give a shit. Like, this movie's just great. But like the problems I have with it, like looking back, are just kind of the simple fact that it was just like really by the numbers. Like, I feel like the Incredibles set the tone for everything, and then they're just like, all right, cool, the tone's set, let's stick to it. You know what I mean? Oh dear Lord. Hey. Oh boy, let's do that. I really like the villains are weirdly like forgettable in this because I don't know why.
They just are.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Like, that was probably the weakest part of the film to me.
Easy.
I mean, it's the easy one, but like the rest of the film is so good, it really does make up for it. And it's like, I can accept these villains for being as kind of blasé as they might be.
I mean, at the beginning, I kind of assumed that, you know, the two of them would, in a way, like, be working together and be evil, but it turned out to just be one of them, which is interesting. It's a different dynamic, but
it just makes Bob Odenkirk's character seem stupider than he probably really was.
It's like, wow, your sister was evil the entire time? You didn't know? Like, it's dumb.
I mean, kids might not necessarily, like younger kids, might just be like, oh, okay, they're really helping them.
You're
and she's
surprised
lazy.
By it,
but like, to somebody who's seen the first Incredibles and like has seen numerous other superhero films,
animated films, etc. Like,
it kind of just gives it away. Shows your hand a little bit.
Exactly.
Just for future reference.
Cheers.
You jumped on your
Let's throw it now.
Just like
Like, the action sequences were tight. They were seamless.
It did really do well. Like I think like the thing about this film is that it really built the world even more. This film really expands on the idea of like the entire like super incredible like world that they live in, and that's really interesting. Thank you.
Winston and Evelyn, those bastards. Again, Mr. Incredible's trying to take care of his family, and at one point he's super tired, he falls asleep, and neglects Jack. And Jack goes out to the patio of this really dope house, but there's a raccoon, which in those kinds of neighborhoods I don't know how there's a raccoon. But anyways, so like, no.
I mean,
Jack has this fight with the raccoon, and it's wild, and it's really fun animated. Like it's just a blast to actually watch and like see all of his powers at random because he has so many, and he kicks the raccoon's ass, but the raccoon also kicks a little bit of ass.
Yeah,
it reminded me a lot of
that,
Miko.
Like, the raccoon like lasted that long because I mean like,
yeah, dude, he has laser vision. How did you not?
If you think about it, like kind of practically, like Jack could have just killed that thing immediately.
Could have just grabbed.
But that would have like set the tone for like a third movie where Jack's a super villain. But that's a whole nother like story.
I would kind of want to watch that.
In that, like the Incredibles went really dark. Like I'd be there for that.
If we're talking about thickness, we're also talking about girth.
Mrs. Incredible, she's been recruited to bring back the supers, right? And why wouldn't you? One, women always test well. I don't know how that's gonna go over, but we're gonna find out. Let's just get this out of the way now, because like I've been alluding to it for too long. Since The Incredibles has been out, there's been an enormous amount of porn about no, we're doing this. I don't care. This is true of all cartoons. All cartoon moms like are thick as essentially, the train scene also was pretty cool. Like her moving on the run and like honestly like trying to figure out what to do in that scene, like with the train moving so quickly and her like fast-paced thinking. Like it was really cool to and all the different like tricks she would do like that. It was dope. Everything I've always wanted. Jesus Christ. The like okay, all the other like thick cartoon moms are great, but Jesus Christ, Mrs. Incredible is like in class of her own.
You gotta put a like not safe for work.
And like honestly, Elastigirl is like a much more interesting character than like Mr. Incredible. Like she's a just strong woman, and that's like everybody already knows, dog. Like what do you mean outing? Like
I was coming into this, I was like, oh, we're reviewing Incredibles 2. I was like, well, this is gonna be wholesome.
Maybe also the scenes where Mr. Incredible's about like having to be a stay-at-home dad and also having to play second fiddle to his wife, and it's just like,
bro.
What? She's been doing this the entire time. Like, what are you talking about? Chill out. Like, you already had your moment. Like, let somebody else take the reins for a minute.
Like, yeah, I would imagine he'd like want a breather. Like, give me a quick vacation in this nice ass house.
Right? That house was fucking awesome.
It was amazing. She bounced back. She's still thick. Right?
Bounce back.
She bounced back.
She bounced back.
She bounced back.
I'm gonna give this
And also why?
7.5 peach emojis out of 10. It's a really good film, and it builds the world more. It like gives more like kind of heft to the characters like that.
One really
thick big reason.
My rating, I'm gonna give it 4 Jack powers out of 5, because that other one should have killed that raccoon.
You're taking this courtroom? Oh, please, Preston, take it to the courtroom. What are they gonna do? Sue me for I have not seen Kyle since... Okay, I haven't seen Kyle since Brockhampton, but like before that, it was probably like 4 or 5 years. So this has been a pleasure.
This has been a pleasure.
And I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself doing this.
I sure have. If you want to see more from Grozny Productions, like and subscribe.
You want to see more of this? Just click on the ladies and gentlemen. Right here. You know what I'm talking about? Like right in this general area.